Here's the thing. Lahore is a lovely ally, but I could kill it. And then it would give me a better staging post. Oh, it's a betrayal, but I am Ursa Ryan, and it feels like the sort of thing that I would do. So here's the other consideration with Lahore. Not only is it a good city for me to take, but it is currently giving my cities 1 extra production with barracks, and it does let me train in the Yang unit, which is a little more expensive now that I've got the barracks working, but I think that's 40 strength. They're not bad units, and they're only going to get more powerful. I treated myself, by the way, to a slinger just to try and stop this galley that's just been sat outside my nation this whole time. Respectfully, sir, back off. Because I'm in a normal age, loyalty is going to be a problem. But what we can do is just gain a little bit of information on Japan. They have 4 cities of population 14, and I can see 7 population here, which means these 3 cities have 7 population amongst them. There's 2 there, which means these 2 have 5. This is by far the best city to take. So, for Fukuoka, we are going to head that way immediately. Going to bypass the whole... I think I'll keep it alive for now. If I can get away with keeping it alive, I will. Whether I can get away with keeping it alive, that is a good question. I don't know if I will be able to, but we'll give it a good go. In the meantime, I'm finally getting an economy going. We're actually putting builders down now, people. Every plantation is another little thing that just pushes me towards economic stability here. Oh look, a warrior. Flair says, no, I disapprove of your existence. A little bit more food in my capital now with that improved wheat resource from the lumber yard. And by that I mean watermill. That gives the capital a little bit of extra production as well. Yeah, it's all coming in. It's all coming in. Granary, barracks, get a workshop done as well. Yes. Oh, I'm looking forward to my first great general. I cannot lie. We like plantations. That's a positive economy. Ah, positive economies. It's such a small thing, but for me it means the world. No. I'm actually going to ban you from asking me for peace now. You invoked this upon yourself. Somehow. I don't actually know how they did that, but they did. You know, when I play Civ, sometimes I have to catch myself. I can be really negative. What I try and do is stop myself from whining too much. Oh, come on, that's good. Here's the forbidden choice, right? I've got a +1 plopperdom, and I've got a +2 over here, but this is Petra land, and this would actually give me a defensive location. So I'm actually going to take the 1 over the 2. So stupid, but it's actually another set of walls that I can use, so I'll take it. Oh my lord. I mean, everyone's turned up to the party wearing the same thing. Granary. Oh, hello. What's this? What is that, I say? Oh, so close. Did Tokugawa just take over Mexico City? Oh, boo. Disapprove. Oh, that heavy chariot just sat there whilst my city destroyed it. I mean, okay. That felt like a bad move. I'm sorry. Where do you think you're going, Mr. Sattler? You are mine, friend. You are mine. Actually, I can go and work near these horses. Ooh. Saying that, look, quarry, and then there's another quarry over here. There are 2 spots for a good plopperdom. All right, I'm going to move over and start working this sort of thing. Now, I do not want you to go through Japan's land. Come on. Bit of common sense, AI. Bit of common sense. Fukuoka is building walls now. Japan's population has actually gone down, which means either Vesuvius has erupted, or, as is more likely, they're just making more settlers. They're making more settlers. What's happening now is Japan is going, oh, Ursa hasn't actually got enough from me right now. I've given him 2 settlers. Can I give him 3? This is something I have noticed with the AI mod. It is increasing the number of settlers that the AI is putting down. It's turned 80 and England's already got 8 cities out. That's nuts. Roman Holiday did warn that the map would fill up a little quicker than I'm used to. And yeah, I should have listened. Sailing, that's good. Let's go celestial navigation now. Could still pick up a religion. A religion is possible here. Go on. Sacrifice yourself on me. Yep, okay. They are just doing that. That is an aggressive maneuver. And there's a great general. Yes! And it's a really good great general as well. And I've settled over in mislocations. So getting the general over to the front line is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Yep, Flap, just take a big bite out of that unit. There's some healing available for you. We're on our way. From misery to happiness. Today. Is this going to give me 4 pop? Please give me 4 pop. I want to put a harbour down and then put mausoleum in this city just because of the massive amount of sea resources around. Yes, we should be fine here now. Well, I've got to unlock what a harbour is first, although I could go oppidum. Oh, don't tempt me with a +4. No, we'll get harbour first. Tempting me with your wares, AI. Stop it. Tell you what, this extra +1 movement from Flair is an absolute godsend. Look at that. Another settler taken. And Great General is now in range of everyone. extra movement, extra combat strength. Okay, if we can sweep Japan here, this will set me up so well for the rest of the game. Like, I can't even tell you how well it's going to set me up. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's how much. Warlord's Throne probably would have been quite useful in this situation. But what can you do? Right, if the Heavy Chariot wants to go around and start plundering my lands, quite frankly, that is a distraction that I will take. There's a catapult, there's a slinger. It looks like there's no archers in play right now. That in itself is something I will take. Very nice indeed. 2 hits. 1, 2. Excellent. I might just treat myself to a heal next turn. I mean, I have left Flare quite weak there. That could come back to bite me. If I just got really, really greedy, I think I might have just got greedy there. I wouldn't have been able to plunder, but I wouldn't have had to attack. So maybe that was a bad move. Let's see how the attacks come in. No, that, ladies and gentlemen, is letting me off. That could have gone horribly wrong. Defensive building, Agogi still useful, is it? No, I'm not building anything with Agogi right now. Let's go conscription, and let's go +2 loyalty per 10 for cities of a garrisoned unit. I feel like that's going to be quite handy in a second. We'll go builders, and I'm going to go strategos for more general points. I should have done that earlier. Yeah, I could have gone specific points, but I think general points probably better for me right now. So with the Great General, Flare can actually pillage and then move in the same turn, which quite frankly is disgusting. Let's get the unit killed that. Bring my unit in, and then Flare can make the honors of taking the city. Feudalism boosted. It's 5 population, which is pretty big. It's loyal, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually loyal. Oh, we did it. It's even got a +2 campus. And we're next to Vesuvius as well. Is that where you want to stand? Is that really where you want to stand? Right between both of my ranges? Sure. That's actually why I wanted to pick Gaul in this game, by the way. I had a feeling that ranged attacks from my Oppidum would come in very defensively helpful. Oh, Japan. Cheeky. I was just about to go and settle there. Ugh, fine. See if I can get away with moving a bit closer. Am I going to lose the settler if I bring you too close? I may do, you know. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Nope, there's nothing there to take the city. I think we might get away with that. Pick up feudalism. That gives us feudal contracts. That means we can pump out man-at-arms a little bit more efficiently. 1 attack, and then Flare can go 2 moves forward. There's Tokyo, the capital. Here I shall wait, and urban warfare. Oh, go on then. That's a 66 strength attack on the city. Oh yeah. I like it. I like it. And catapults can be shredded with my unique warriors as well. It says -5. I do believe that it will be -5, but I'm going to settle Bagacum right there. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so immature every time I see it. I mean, how are you actually... The serious question from me to the audience, how are you supposed to pronounce that? Because I know how I want to, and I don't think that's necessarily right. Let's put it that way. Pingala gets Connoisseur, which is good because this city is almost up to 6 population. Delicious. 6 general points per turn now. Engineer points are starting to come in. We've got the workshop that's being finished in my capital. Okay, there's a small part of me that does want to wait until Tokyo has built Oracle, but I'm going to suggest that's probably not a good idea. Welcome to the fray. Off. I think you can help this attack on Tokyo. Bam. Oh, okay, that was the walls off in 1 turn. Gaul, ladies and gentlemen. Gaul. Oh, even with the excellent culture bombs as well. That's not good when the barbarian horseman is pretty much the strongest thing that's going to stop me in this particular attack. But never mind. You conquer what's in front of you, not what you wish to conquer. Tokyo's taken. Tokyo is loyal. Of course it is. Of course it is. The pain train. It continues. Get this harbour finished. Look at me, actually making sure that I have multiple districts down in multiple cities. I am a genius. Oh, he's so genius. He's so modest. Well, this Barb is gonna just be really annoying and kill my quarries, so I will object to that on, I'm gonna call them moral grounds. And Flare, just hold off for a second. Osaka, it has walls. Might as well save the siege equipment, you know? Wow, the trade routes from my capital are terrible. I'm going to do this one that's furthest away because it builds the longest road. Is it bad that that's the only reason I'm doing it? Yes, that is pretty bad. We've unlocked writing. Let's get ourselves archery. That boat never came back, you know? It's a little bit worrying in itself. Oh, hello. Oh, man, did play favor. Sell it whilst you can, especially while you've got -5. That's what I say. The zoomy speed of, oof, look at that. Just makes their way right across the land. Shred the walls. Thank you so much. And then, oh, we didn't quite get the 1-2 punch that time, but it was close. It's very close. And look at that. Another man-at-arms, just in case we didn't have enough. I love culture bombs. Look at that. Going to immediately replace it with an oppidum. But I was like, if I don't culture bomb that, that'll be really annoying for me. Osaka's taken. Military engineering is boosted because now I have an aqueduct. It's quite handy. How many cities has Japan got at the moment? Yeah, only 2 left. England do have 8, and they have 417 military strength. Their cities are a lot tougher, and they're going to get caravels at some point. I don't think this rush is a particularly sustainable thing. I don't think that. So I will keep myself with an ally for now. We'll see if we can get away diplomatically with killing Japan, seeing as they're still at war. I don't think England will actually mind us doing that at all. First workshop is complete. Let's finish that off with a monument. Capital's getting rather juicy. Here is a city next to the Dead Sea. This is what I would call a useless city. It has nothing. Let's just sit on that city for a little bit until we can do something with it. Feudalism, it's mine. We're getting general points per turn still. Serfdom, I'll add to that. Loyalty per turn for cities of a garrisoned unit. Don't need that anymore. Let's put feudal contract in instead. I think I'm going to switch to a classical republic eventually, but for now this government serves me fine. Moving my man-arms forward, please. Sendai should fall next turn, I think. Golden Age as well. I don't really have much gold or faith, so I'm actually going to go Exodus of Evangelists, I think. I haven't got a religion, but there is one still available. Let's do it. Yay! You know I like playing with religion. What's gone? Feed the world, choral music. We'll come up with something fun. Something enjoyable. Now that feudalism is done, I can make farm triangles. That'll improve my capital quite nicely. Well, it would do if I worked them all. Please get into the correct city. Thank you. World Congress, I'd love it if my culture bombs or my districts gave me culture bombs. That'd be awesome. And I've got a military city-state I am rather fond of. I'll vote for that one. Science and... oh, I do get culture bombs. Okay, that's quite fun. My unique warrior needs a name. Welcome, Darkmark. Hold the line. The war's going well in the north, but we cannot let anybody come through in the south. God, there's so much wine and jade here, and oh, the campuses are genuinely very useful. 1 attack from Flare, 2 attacks from Oof, and then we've got this unnamed man-at-arms. Oh, it just takes the city. Of course it does. Man, this is clinical. Do we want to knock Japan straight out of the game? Yeah. We know we do, really. Military emergency? Well, England won't join it, which is good, and it means that actually now, when I knock Japan out of the game, which I should do very soon, I get a reward. So that actually couldn't have gone much better for me. That was perfect timing. Sun Tzu, second general. Unfortunately, we only got 2 from the classical era, but we're starting to rack up the points now, so it's all good. There's a harbour. It's done. A monument and a lighthouse, but we can build mausoleum now, which I'm actually going to put a couple of turns into to start with. Imhotep is not far off. Time to switch government as well. Classical Republic. This will actually keep my citizens much happier. Serfdom, good. Urban planning, we'll get that in. I think this war, I want to keep England as a friend. I don't want to go and take out everyone in the game. We'll go Diplomatic League. That'll come in handy in a second. And all we can now hope for is I can knock Japan out and nobody finds me this next turn. Diplomatically, that would be interesting if they did. Gone Flare. Yeah, sorry, Tokugawa. So, no joke, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3 settlers. So Tokugawa gave me 8 settlers that run. What a start. That is pretty nutsicles. Now, I will probably have earned some grievances from doing that. Yeah, 57, but they will forget about it in 7 turns. Oh, England is my sort of ally on this game. Oh, yes. There you go. Emergency over. 200 Diplo favor. Amazing. Now, England unfortunately doesn't have a lot of gold. I need to meet somebody before all of that gold disappears. But look, in my capital, farms. Farms as far as the eye can see. If this city doesn't get crazy happy because of that, I don't know what will make it crazy happy. Alas, we have to get rid of that wheat, which is a real unfortunate thing, but I do want the government plaza, and that will give me so much more production. I could chop it out and get a bit of food first. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that then. We'll get another builder in quickly. There you go, chopping out the wheat. It's an extra population. I'm kind of glad I did that, to be honest. Lock in the district. Get the builder finished. Just helps me to push to a respectable turn 100. This is the thing, my stats are terrible. Only 27 science and 42 culture by turn 97. That's awful. The only good thing is just the sheer number of cities I've managed to pick up. That is quite something. Those are the barbs I was looking for. Alright, I wondered where they were. Yep, I'm using great generals to explore right now. These are the best scouts you will ever have. Pingala grants. There we go. 100% extra great people points. That means we're getting an extra 2 general and 2 engineer points. Do it. Do it. And instead of urban planning, I'm going to preemptively put Quarry in. In fact, actually, I don't need the general points anymore because I've got Pingala doing that instead. Let's get urban planning. Natural philosophy will be useful eventually. Eventually being the word. Oh, I like it when you see this. I'm working 2 woods over here and they're not improved, but I'm already working them. So this is going to be raw extra production that I put into this city. That's lovely. Oh, tornado outbreak. Nothing's in this area though, apart from my units. So it's all good, apart from my units. Mexico City. This is a wonderful city-state for me. Industrial zone spreads 3 tiles further. That makes my coal power plants, my oil power plants, my factories, it all works even better. Water parks, entertainment complexes. I've got a lake right in the middle of my empire, actually, that works really well for water parks. So remember that a bit later. That's all I'm going to say. Stonehenge. I actually have the option to build this just from scratch. And I'm thinking, I'm Gaul. I work best with quarries. Stonehenge is effectively the byproduct of one massive quarry. Why don't we just run with Stonehenge? And you know what? I'm glad I did. Yes, I know I'm getting 4 profit points per turn, making that entire golden age pointless. Sometimes, though, you just have to do it because it's fun. Oh, okay, the tornadoes have traveled quite some distance there. Blimey, look at that. Killed 2 population on the way as well. Ouch. All right, we'll come back to that later. That's not very nice. Imhotep. I have never been more excited to see Imhotep in a game. Hello, Barb Camp. I've arrived. Bam. Oh, England. You've got loads of man-at-arms. What are these doing, eh? Where are you off to? Maybe you're just leaving Hull. I think that's natural. Everyone's just trying desperately to leave Hull, and to be honest, I would agree with that. So first governor goes into researcher. We have to decide how we're going to play this game. Are we going to go full-blooded domination here? Feels like it would be the fun way of playing this game. Given that this AI mod is all about powering up the AI's military decisions. I mean, there are other decisions. Don't get me wrong. It's not just a full military patch, but it would be an interesting way to play this, I think. There's a large part of me that is curious about that. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's whether or not we go Ancestral Hall and go for full production from settlers, or we go Warlord's Throne, which gives me the production when I conquer, or we go Audience Chamber, which means that I can get far bigger, tall cities. I think, looking at the science, England has got 53 per turn and they're nowhere near the top. So the AI is going to be pretty aggressive this game, which means if I'm going to go to war, Warlord's Throne is going to take a while to get there. I could go Audience Chamber, but I always forget about the -2 loyalty bit. That is a bit of a problem. There's still a lot of space for me to settle. I'm going to go Ancestral Hall, even if it's not this city that settles everything. I think that's the good one for me. We'll run with it. I'm tempted to say that's what we're going to do, but I don't know. I don't feel like that's a cut and dry best choice. First charge of Imhotep, which means I get another charge. It means you've still got 2. Here is the mausoleum of Halikarn Nasser. Science, faith, and culture from all coast tiles, which is really good because this is a very coastal city and engineers have an additional charge. Wonderful. Oh yeah, this is going to be a really, really fun city. Do I make my religion now, or shall I build some holy sites first? These are the questions. I can't take Feed the World, and I can't take choral music. Now, this is obviously a very good crusading opportunity for me. My faith income isn't great. It could be better. And work ethic is unlikely to be very good as Gaul, because I didn't go for a pantheon that increases holy sites, and the problem with Gaul is that a lot of the holy site adjacency is taken away by taking it away from cities or district adjacency. So something like Zen meditation, or the traders. I could get the trading religion. That only requires a single thing. Yeah, actually, that could be a good thing. I'm going to save it for now. We'll generate a few holy sites first. I'm sorry, England. Where are all these units going? What are you doing, huh? What you doing? I'm going to preemptively move all my units back. I mean, we are declared friends at this point. So I don't know what they think they're doing. Whatever it is, I'm not a fan. I think, to be honest, this just kind of proves that I really do want to have a scrap with Dicky. I'm going to sell 90 of my Diplo favor for some gold. Even if she declares war on me, it is degrading. So I want to get rid of it. I love Gaul's mines. They're really good. All right, a bit of extra housing and some more amenities for my capital there. And we can start, now that I've increased Pingala to a level I'm happy with, I'm going to start buying more governors to make my biggest cities better. A city that has a lot of shopping in it, I think is going to be a good one for this one. Oh, it's going to be the conquered city-state. Lovely. Quarry is in. There is Petra in my beautiful Lake Retba city. I am really hoping that this city becomes an absolute metropolis of desert wonder. I still can't get over the fact that people have said this. Obviously, I draw the picture every day and people keep pointing out that Petra, famously in the mountains, has to be built on dry land and... Sorry, dry land is desert. Of course it's dry land. Has to be built on flat land. And it always makes me laugh. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. And I sort of keep looking at it going, ugh, it's so true. It's so true. All right, England, I want to put a mine there. That is very annoying. Please, can you move? Else, Sun Tzu is going to just explore into all of your hidden bits. And then what are you going to do? Actually, we have an option now. I could ask for an alliance, which England would give. Now, it kind of means that we won't be going to war with them. But it gives me longer. Gives me longer to explore. They're technologically ahead of me. So, yeah, I'm actually going to go for an alliance here. For Diplo favor will do. Yeah, I feel like that's a good move. We'll see if it pays off accordingly. Actually, we'll see if their troops do anything. Were they genuinely going to attack me? That is a good question. Are they going to move away now? Oh, they did move away. So they were going to attack me. Interesting. Military engineering. I've only got 2 sources of niter in my entire empire. That's a little bit unfortunate, but there is 2 sources that are very easily obtainable. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. One of the main reasons, by the way, I'm delaying this war with England is I'm thinking, now that I've got some niter, instead of man-at-arms attacking, I'm going to line infantry attack because that stacks up nicely with nationalism. I'll be attacking with 75 strength troops rather than 45. I just find it a tried and tested way of making these things just a little bit better. Anyway, we're going to just chop out some of a workshop, but more importantly, there is a Colosseum that I can now put down next turn. I can't put it down this turn because, of course, I can't move the builder off that tile. Ugh, typical. I love mines. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Anyway, here is the Colosseum. It's hitting my capital. It's hitting a bunch of cities. I think it's either 4 or 5 cities. 2 culture, 2 loyalty, and 2 immunities to each one. I've built the Colosseum quite a few times in the last few games, which is rare for me. It's always considered to be one of those wonders that's absolutely fantastic, and I never pick it up because my thought process never goes, ooh, I wonder in this game how many cities could be hit by Colosseum? 6 cities. All right, okay, I'm quite proud of that one. Turn 107 up to 46 science, 68 culture, but I feel like we've now finally turned the back on this. We're going to start catching up with England now. We'll send some galleys out. We'll start exploring the world. We're going to make something of it. Everyone will be proud of us. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be wonderful. All right, bear with me. But how is this for a crazy idea? I'm going to switch Pingala and Magnus once I've chopped out these 5 tiles of rainforest. I think population, farmland over here, massive. Production over here with 43 production. That's pretty epic. I reckon this is going to be the population hub, and I've got my diplomatic, and by that I mean government plaza, with the ancestral hall and the encampment and the buildings. I'm going to make this my settler hub. Yeah, I've decided. Slightly inefficient building it that way round, but hey, what you going to do? What you going to do? Exactly. Didn't think so. I tell you what, England is not holding back on settlements. They've almost caught up with me. They're on 10 and I'm on 12, and I've taken over the whole of Japan. That's pretty mad. That's pretty mad. Well, oh, damn. It's going to ruin my whale, isn't it? Oh, get the builder out. Tell you what, 48 food in one rainforest chop is pretty damn good. Yeah, it's almost, I'd say 60-70% of the population in one go. We will take that. My first campus. Yay! I'd forgotten I'd even built that. Well, I've got my first galley as well. Let's go and explore the rest of the world, see what we can find. There's got to be places to settle, things to do, places to see. El Cid forms a core out of a land unit. You better believe that I want him on side. Oh yeah. Now this will come in a little bit handy later. This is just a raw built statue of Zeus. 3 archers, that's okay. 3 spearmen, fine. Battering ram, okay. 50% production towards anti-cav units. Now that's the good one. Comes in really handy later. Plus guilds. That's handy. I will now take out corvée and put in craftsman. There's some extra juicy oppidum production. That card is probably never going to disappear from my government after this point. Now that I've got 300 faith, I'm going to make my religion. What are we going to do today? Well, some options are higher effort than others. Reliquaries, you don't need many cities to get good use out of this, you just need relics, and I have none. Divine Inspiration, that could be relatively useful. World Wonders provide 4 faith. I do have, I think, 4 wonders now. 16 faith per turn. We could start to get a religion that just sort of binds these things together, and then double that up with sacred places to give me 2 science, culture, gold, and faith for every city that has a wonder. That means that every wonder will be worth probably 6 faith, and then 4 for duplicates. But you know what? That actually stacks really nicely together. Namely because I don't really have to spread it around too much. I just have to put it in the cities with a wonder. But like Stonehenge, that's got a wonder. There's Petra there, and my capital, this city. So I've got 4 cities with wonders already. And don't forget, I can get missionaries once I've got a holy site. Annoyingly, I don't have a holy site. Didn't think that bit through. That was a mistake. All right, before you get a workshop, get a build-up. We need to grow that city, get a holy site. Magnus, provision, excellent. Keep chopping. 9 population now, yes. Oh, there's so much to chop from this city. There really is. Second galley, which gives me shipbuilding. Oh, I'm just so good. He's a tech master. Culture bombs. I'll never get bored of these. Look at them. 10 population in the city that will soon become my Pingala city as well. We're chopping, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing a lot of chopping. Oh, there's so much to chop. This city is going to become what I would like to call ecologically dead. Lets this city build 1 more district than the usual amount and gives me the Eureka printing. Both of those are fairly helpful, but I haven't really filled up districts at the moment. Actually, no, we can use 1 charge down here. Ah, yes. That's really handy. Then we can get a holy site out and actually spread my religion around. Oh, that works even better than I'd hoped. I actually have the same culture as the AI here, given how much bonus they've got. I'm proud of myself. That's an achievement. Look at how many campuses I stole as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are building libraries. I tell you what, if I go into the wider world and I find any scientific city-state, oh, it'll be a joy. Settlement opportunities, I still have some. I want to put the oppidum down there. It means I'm kind of limited to settling on that tile there, so we'll go and head in that direction. Just the odd settler cranking out here and there. I'm trying to diversify my cities so that I've got something doing everything. We've got builders, infrastructure, settlers. The only thing I haven't really got working at the moment is great person projects, but I just don't think it's needed right now. We'll see if that transpires to be correct. Buy that tile because it's 2 away. Switch it over to this turn, or city, I should say, and we've now got a rainforest chop. It's looking good. What does my Pingala city want? Probably a campus at some point, but I can't afford that tile, which is really annoying, and England is totally bankrupt. I'll get a commercial hub. I always like having at least 1 outlet for all different types of terrain. And now I'll chop that out accordingly. Bump. Oh, actually chop the whole thing out. That was quicker than I'd hoped it would. Okay, next we'll get an encampment, I think. Seeing as I'm just chopping all this stuff out, that's very handy. Printing boosted, holy site. There is a +3, but at 155 gold, that's too expensive. I refuse. I'll take the +1. Yes, I know it's floodable, but I want to chop everything else down. Don't like putting districts on forest and rainforest if I can help it, and I know that there's a possibility that I'll end up chopping that resource later. Or, you'd look at a city like that and you think it's got no production. So I could put lumber yards down later. There's monarchy. Pop down Republican legacy, move over craftsman. We've got serfdom. Tempted to put the settler card in. That would be useful. Or urban planning. No, we'll put settlers in for now. And retainers. We've got a lot of army kicking around. I could use a little bit of extra happiness in my nation. So we've got 1 unit there, 1 unit there. This unit's going over to that city. That unit's going over to that city. You wait there. You wait there. You wait there. You wait there. Look at all this. We've got so much. Everyone should be plenty happy after that, and I'll save the last charge of Bisheng for a little later. Still working tiles. All the extra production in this city is lovely, and we've got more places to chop now. Look at this. Still going. Still going. I mean, Pingala's working a 10-pop city at the moment. I don't mind leaving it. I'm going to have to rip the band-aid off in a second, but I think we can probably get the city to about 12 or 13 pop before we have to do anything. Oh, it's a new boat. It just got immediately trapped by barbarians, including barbarian caravels, and now can't escape. Oh, I love building new things. This is why we can't have new things. Gets killed immediately. Come on. I can't actually leave this island without hitting the deep water, which is a bit problematic. England has met somebody else. So once I've got gunpowder, maybe I'll just take a quick dip into cartography. Yeah, bit of a mystery. Bit of a mystery where the rest of the world is here. I like this. This is like a sort of very calm middle 50 turns of this game. I'm just sitting back and relaxed, unlocking gunpowder. Totally normal thing to be doing, I'm sure. I'm going to come and take advantage of all of this terrain out here. Settle right up against England, but more importantly, we'll get access to the sea so I can actually go and explore the rest of the world a little bit. Diplomatic service. I can now Visselbank in myself to some really good trade routes, actually. From my new, or my attempted new Pingala city. Just get this working nice and quick. We can punch out a trader and start sending these things over to Lahore. I meant to switch that round and didn't because I'm an idiot. Never mind. Here's another one. Bam. Okay, next turn. That's good. I think we've only got the one charge more, haven't we? Or the one chop more. Okay, yeah, so once we've done this, I'll swap it round. 13 population Pingala city. That looks lovely. Let's go for city centre buildings because the AI tends to like that. And I'd like more traders, please. Can we get more traders in Gaul's land? I've been so well behaved. Oh, yay! Presents for me. Excellent. We can do more of these sort of routes. Look at this. Lahore, Mexico City. Oh, it's wonderful. Another city. Bam. Now, unfortunately, there is a caravel right next to it, but we won't worry about that too much for now. And with this last chop, all of the rainforest around my captured city-state is now gone. So, Pingala, it is time to make the switch. I'm going to take 5 turns worth of pain here, losing a huge amount of science and culture, but once Magnus is established, I should be able to punch these settlers out very quickly. Yes, I'm building terracotta army. Don't ask me why. I just am. Another general. That's my 4th. Oh yeah. And with that shrine, oh, I can now finally spread my own religion a little bit. Oh, a golden age that'll actually work out a tiny bit. What do you mean that golden age probably wasn't worth it? How dare you? Okay, we managed to pick up St. George, so a Theodore we should be able to pick up, which is lovely. Lots of engineering points coming in now. Maybe we're going to work on a spy or two. Oh, that's a lot of fun. A workshop, an oppidum, a workshop, all finished in the same time. That's a lot of extra engineer points. The terracotta army. I liked the idea of just building hundreds and hundreds of tiny men. And by tiny men, I think they're all like 6 foot, aren't they? They're pretty big. But hopefully, that means all of my amazing busting melee troops are now even more powerful than once they were. Everyone has a promotion. Oh, it's what you like to see. Okay, spreading my religion around now. Hopefully it won't take long. I only need a little bit of religion in each city to get a huge amount of benefit, especially in those cities that have a wonder. Yes, look at this. Briefly, craftsmen, retainers are going to disappear because I'm going to pick up the 2 upgrade cards, retinues and professional army, because now that I've got those upgrades, I might as well treat myself to the cutting edge of military tech. Muskets. Yes, these things are super tough. Off flare, dark mark. Welcome to the party, everyone. Welcome to the party. Oh, you now have Urban Warfare. Flare is an elite guard. Dark Mark, Urban Warfare. Yes. Am I going to build a second harbour? You know what? I think I will. The city is absolutely full of things that it wants to do. But I think I will build a harbour very soon. Okay, so cartography will get boosted, which means I'm going to switch instead to machinery, printing, castles, siege tactics, military science. We'll unlock line inventory. I'm actually using my insta-build on walls to put walls into cities with no housing. That's by far the most important thing for me, just keeping my cities growing. Other than that, it's good. You can see Pingala is now ready and stationed, which is really handy as well, which means if I just give this a little bit of a shake around, up to 87 science, 107 culture. Nothing spectacular, but the industry of my empire is pretty awesome, and that, at the very least, I'm quite excited about. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, MTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!